Hi, I'm Brian Fleming, and welcome to the Marketing Battle Plan free video series, where our mission is to help you communicate your value clearly in the marketplace so more customers will show up. You have a huge enemy in the marketplace, and it's not always your competition. You know what it is? It's noise, static noise, like on a radio. Do you remember those walkie-talkies when we were kids? At least I had one. Maybe you didn't, but it had this this haziness, this static noise as you're talking, and it was really difficult to hear the person talking on the other end and to make out what they're saying. That's the same enemy that you're facing in your business today. Your customers have to hear your message clearly enough to understand the value so they can show up and buy from you, but they have to hear it through all of that static noise. All right, in the military, we had the same problem, but we had a solution for it. In fact, it's a standard operating procedure. And here's what it is. In Afghanistan, for example, when I was fighting the war there and I was with the 10th Mountain Division, I was a team leader in an infantry platoon. Whenever we were in direct action with the enemy, we would call in air support over the radio, we would call in reinforcements, and we would often have to call in these grid coordinates to where to drop the bombs, where to drop the fire, all right? And so we had to make sure we gave the pilots who were dropping the ordnance the right grid coordinates, because we didn't want to bomb the wrong building, okay? Very important, all right? And we also didn't want to have it dropped on us. So, for example, here's what a lot of people are doing in business. They're saying, think of the letters B, C, D, E, G, Z. You can hear me say those here when it's quiet around me. But when there's chaos and explosions and gunfire, or there are other noises in the marketplace, like the propaganda from your competitors and all this other noise and the advertisements that are trying to steal the attention away from your customers who can come and give you money and they need what you have, all right, that's a problem. So here's what we did. In the military, we have what's called the phonetic alphabet. Instead of saying B, we say Bravo. Instead of saying C, we say Charlie. Instead of saying D, we say Delta. Instead of saying G, we say Golf. Instead of saying Z, we say Zulu. So what sounds more distinct in my messaging? Is it B, C, D, E, G, Z, or Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Golf, Tango, Foxtrot, Zulu? Those are easier to understand. That's what you have to do in the marketplace, because you have to rise above that noise. And one of the greatest and one of the easiest ways to cut through the noise in today's noisy, overcrowded marketplace is a clear message. All right, so what kind of phonetic alphabet are you using? All right, you might be thinking, that's kind of weird, I don't understand it. But look, the easiest way to cut through the noise is a clear message. In fact, in these future videos I'm going to send you, I'm actually going to teach you some other tips and tricks for how you can actually create that clear message so that when your ideal customers hear them, they notice you and then they're drawn to you because you're talking from a position of value. So what's today's action step? Speak clearly. Speak your value clearly. Don't be cute and try to say things cute with your messaging. Be clear about your value. Just go talk about the value that you offer that solves a problem for your customers very clearly.